Right, so in terms of setup, as we said, you were basically lining up with your dominant eye. Okay, so that's basically through your right eye, through your hand, through the shaft. Your hands now behind the golf, adding loft to a putter that's already got quite a bit of loft. 2-3 degrees, maybe 4 degrees with that Scotty Cameron, okay? As a result, your ball was jumping and spinning. If you struck it absolutely pure as a nut, and it was end over end, you probably got away with it. If there's a little bit of variation, slightly one way or t'other, the ball's wobbling and spinning, it's losing energy. So the ball's never going to get to its desired target unless you hit it too hard. After enough putts from the same spot, you kind of figured out what enough power would have been for that putt, and your reaction was really good. Your second, third, and fourth and fifth putt every time was good. Your first putt to the hole 5 and hole 1 was a bit short. And the second time round after a little break, back to number 5 again, your first putt again was a missable distance. We pushed those hands further forward. If you look at...
The dispersion's a lot smaller than that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. If we look kind of there... Yeah. Extend that up through. Look at your head straight. There you go. So you look at that there. That now is your left eye, yeah? If the ball is forward of your stand, which is where you feel comfortable, I'm not going to change that, if that's where you're comfortable in the golf ball from, which is fine. The hands to be in line with the putter to get the right loft, your shaft needs to be up to your left eye. Yeah? Because you're not going to want to start doing this with your head, are you? No. It doesn't feel comfortable. So your head's going to be kind of centred to your body. Your hands are going to be in front of that to get the club face now in line and get the right loft. If the hands are by your middle of your body back here and then going through your dominant eye, you got too much loft. And that's the issue. And again, it's only moving about that far. It feels probably quite a big change when you look at it. If you actually look in terms of the position and you sort of zoom in, you don't see that much. There's a bit more daylight between your hands and your legs there slightly, but the vision of that club going down to your left, and sometimes every now and then just shut your right eye when you're putting, have a look through your weaker eye and see how does your hands look, rather than sort of, you just sort of open and close an eye every single time. It looks like your hands sort of going back and forth and zigzagging side to side. So being aware of your dominance with which eye, it's just going to get that putt. And I don't think you really want to try to focus on almost hitting up on the ball. No, yeah. The fact the club sits on the ground and goes up in the air and the ball's forward, you are hitting up on the ball automatically. You haven't got to add that by trying to scoop, flick or lean back or any of that thing. Because if you add that, if we think 1 degree increase because you're hitting up on the ball, 1 degree is because the ball was the hands behind the ball, and 1 degree, that's 2 or 3 degrees added. 4 degrees, 7 degrees, that's a big jump in it. Yeah, it's almost a weak driver. So that ball now is going to be jumping off the club face. I say, unless you struck it and if you're losing confidence, the likelihood of striking it perfectly is going to be less. So therefore your putts are always going to be coming in the putt with not enough energy to get the ball to. And when you're at your best putts, the ball just kept rolling. It just kept going and going and going because the roll was better. It kept tracking and tracking and tracking and tracking. And now you see, it's still going, you see. Still tracking and getting there. Where the first couple of putts almost a little bit... I think you're doing a chip shot with a pitch. If you open your log wedge or 52 degree or wedge or something and you sort of chip it in there a bit more loft, it's grabbing up, isn't it? Yeah. You do like a bit of a turn the club face down and release it a little bit. That ball's going to run forever and a day. So... I think part of the reason why you were coming up short was because you didn't want to whack the ball too hard because you just knew you were hitting the ball the right distance. You're a good enough golfer to know how hard a 30-foot, or a 20-foot, or a 50-foot putt needs to be hit, and your brain's going, this is the right pace, but why is it not getting there? Yeah, it's just the strikes, isn't it? In its simplistic terms, you're hitting a golf club, you're almost halving the strength of your putter. If you took a 30-degree club and hit a full swing with it, and then gave yourself a 55-degree club and hit a full swing with it, the 55-degree club's going to come up short, isn't it? But it's just got that extra bit of yard roll at the end, you see, and all those last 4 or 5 putts, the spreading is tapping putt, yeah, you see? Yeah. Make sense, buddy, yeah? Yeah.